Hello everyone! It is Friday, which means we're going to be playing some Ace Attorney. We're going straight into it because I have so many things I would like to do. Also, I would like to ask you all a little something before we begin. It's a very simple thing, extremely simple thing. Does the camera look best like this? Or does it look better, give me a second, like this? This is a little bit, I feel this is a little bit like flat, personally, but like a bit too white. But I've been doing some tweaks on my filters, you know, to make things look a little bit better. Okay, give me a second. There we go. It's currently just a little bit like small tweaks to make things. This one is a little bit darker, yes, because like these lights are very bright. And I don't like want anything to look very like washed out. I think like the other one looks a little bit more washed out, and this is me applying some color correction filters. That is good. And I have also now ordered some soundproofing panels. So in the next coming weeks, I'm gonna remove the pictures back here and replace them with sound panels. I'm gonna put them all over the walls here to get rid of the echo that we have here to just improve the sound quality. I think that's the next good step. And holy shit, Fix is just throwing points on everything, but yes. And hello, EAs, I have seen you as well. Now, we have some Ace Attorneying to do. And let's see, just find the, there's Vonking all three. Well, we'll just have to see which one wins. Which hopefully they will, if they all complete on the same stream, I hope that they will allow me to see which one completed first, because I had no clue about that. I had no clue. Oh, and also I have made a change, which I should really do. I'm gonna get some set the time for the ad breaks. So I'm gonna fix the thing for that, so we can all put that, because I want to disable the pre-roll ads. I'm gonna disable the ad limitation thing on the redeem in case I forget. Because currently I think I have there's going to be a limitation, but just gonna do 20 of this and 20 of this, but it's a cooldown on 30 minutes, no, 28 minutes for everything to be as good as it should be. I have been pretty bad at remembering things like this. So let's play some Ace Attorney. Oh yeah, food. Yeah, food. Important. And I filled the water. Water is filled. Yeah. Also, I've ordered a light, like another arm. I ordered the microphone stand. I've also ordered an extra arm so I can move the light behind me to just behind the camera here to get some better lighting, because this one isn't really doing too much right now. So yeah, okay, let's go. John. So that guy was my dad. He found out about his own birth so suddenly. And furthermore, his newfound father is no longer in this world. I'd always been searching for my dad. John, I get it alright. He's the president. I know it's a complicated situation, but we even met face to face during the filming. So then why? Why didn't he tell me who he really was? I'm so sorry, John. Mom, you don't need to apologize, no matter how you look at it. It's all my fault. Yesterday, I broke my promise with you, and didn't you notice the fire on the roof? What? What fire on the roof? Oh wait, that roof. Never mind, I was thinking the wrong roof. I was thinking the big build, the grand tower, not the one on the top of the lot. So I destroyed everything. I crushed it all. My dad and those flowers that my mom carefully grew. John, please, for now, just don't think about anything. Just stay like this for a little while. Just for a little while, okay? The bond between a parent and child. That's the meaning behind the lion lilies. I know it's not my style, but that flower is from Zengtha. However, we have no means of protecting that bond. Agent Lang, allow me to say this. The case will be solved by sentimentality alone. Therefore, shouldn't we do all that we can to solve it? Yeah, you're right. The recreation of the past has finished. Were your father's deductions correct? My old man took his deductions to the grave. He never told anyone about them. So, who knows if they were right or not? In that case, what about your own deductions? I would like to hear what you think happened based on the recreation, in order for us to get closer to the truth of 12 years ago. Yeah, I was thinking it was about time. I see it now, my old man's back. Real close. I'll catch up to him for sure. To the truth, and my old man uncovered. There's no mistake that the president went to the orphanage. Subnautica. Actually, which game is in the lead now? I'm gonna quickly do a check on that. Which game is in the lead? Currently, Subnautica is winning, but Marco the Ninja is close second. That's a very close second.
I'm doing my fucking best to bump Marco the Ninja up, okay?
Oh shit, I just remembered a thing. Yes, I'm sorry. Apparently the microphone was a bit too high. I hope this is better. Just notice that everything was, like, the microphone was always peaking. So, here we go. The stuffed old toy is proof of that. He was planning to meet with Amy Marsh. However, the president was kidnapped, and Cameron just happened to witness it. If Cameron hadn't been there, it probably would have just been a kidnapping with no murder. Afterwards, the body was moved to the flower beds, and the fake photo was taken. Was that really what happened 12 years ago? Wait, you finally got it then, Pix? You finally got the shiny starter for yourself, and it was a Cyndaquil? How many resets? How many resets was it in the end? Oh my god, that's a lot. But congratulations, now you can finally proceed. Oh my goodness. 2005, I feel so bad for Callie. However, there's one thing I still don't get. Something you don't get. It's this. Why did they need a fake photo? Why would they go through all the trouble and even make the president take part in the photo? That is true. However, the answer to that riddle must lie somewhere within. Once we get past the layers upon layers of deductions, we shall surely reach it. Oh, now, Tenho. Yeah, that's right. I'd like to hear your deductions as well. um, yeah, that's nothing. Is this really the case? You mean this stuffed animal? The one with the recording device? That's right. Inside that toy was a recording from John's birth mother, Amy Marsh. Indeed, she said that she would meet with him at midnight. Wow! The two are perfectly in sync! The truth is becoming clear, just like you're peeling off the layers of a scallion! Okay, scallions doesn't have anything on the inside. Please don't make such foreboding analogies. You have to keep, like... Yes, you need to keep hydrated. Always keep hydrated. Also, just a quick check here on this stupid thing that we have on my... There we go. Let's go. The truth is becoming clear! Like you're like you're peeling off the skin of a wolf! Can you stop making those foreboding analogies? Oh. Let's get back on track. However, the president was kidnapped and Cameron just happened to witness it. Wait, Cameron hadn't been there. Is that really the case though? Is this really the case? I mean... No, not this one. Let's see. The facility. I'd also like to verify the details of this point as much as possible. Mr. Cameron witnessed the president and his kidnapper near the orphanage. And Mr. Cameron was staying there by the snowman near the road. Then the murderer picked up the brick and snuck up on behind it and wham! Ah! Okay, we're simply verifying what actually transpired. There's no need to be scared. That was so intense! Half the details of this case was just vanished from my brain. Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Lang, let's carefully verify all the facts of this case. Sheesh. Well, if you're gonna listen, I'll talk as much as you want. Yes, we now ordered 24 30 by 30 centimeters, of course, soundproofing panels to just hang up all over this room and make the office more like an office and studio. It's gonna be amazing. Afterwards, the body was... If he hadn't been there, you say? That's an interesting theory. Care to explain in more detail? It's simple. Cameron was killed because he saw the kidnapping. The kidnapping itself was a success. If he hadn't been there, no blood would have been spilled. Oh, that sounds tasty. No blood would have been spilled. Make it sound like it was his own fault for being there. Okay, that's not it. What Adrian Lang is trying to say is simply besides Mr. Cameron, there was no other causalities at the crime scene. Casualties at the crime scene. Oh, was that all? Of course it's obvious. The president was kidnapped, but once the ransom money was paid, he was returned safe and sound. That sounds like an obvious point. However, something about it bothers me. You may need to reevaluate the evidence once more. You're done explaining things for existence? I still have one last thing to confirm. Actually... maybe not have been a murder, but this here bloodstain belonged to someone else. So maybe it was more that... Maybe it was more that the other way around. He was killed because someone else also like was injured or like severely injured there. And because of all the blood left on the snow, they needed a victim. Is this the truth of the SS5 incident? Mr. Edgeworth, what's the matter? There's still something hidden behind this case. Huh? What do you mean? There's a piece of evidence that cannot be explained by Ancient Lang's theory. As long as there's a contradiction, we'll have to present it in order to advance our reasoning. So yeah, it has to be something with the so I think it's this one. Objection! Yes. If the eyewitness, Cameron, had not been there, no murder would have taken place. Is that really the case? The criminal's goal was only to kidnap the president. If there was no witness, there would have been no need to commit murder, right? And what if Cameron wasn't the only one who was murdered? Okay, so it's actually taking it even further. But who is the last... Wait a minute, wait a minute. Okay, so we do have Dojan. Dojan is involved here. I mean, that is Dojan. But one thing does concern me now. If I recall correctly, one of the children disappeared.
Did we talk about this last time? Like, one of the children must have died too.
And I have a terrible feeling about that. I sincerely hope they're going to that state, taking it like the kid was killed. There was a large bloodstain near the flower beds. However, Cameron was murdered near the snowman. Ergo, this bloodstain could not have belonged to Cameron. Someone else's blood was spilled, and it is quite vast amount at that. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Do you have any idea what you're saying? I do. It is hard to believe, however, that is what the evidence indicates. On that night, 12 years ago, there were 2 murders. Are you saying that the other murder was covered up? Who? Just who the heck could have been killed? A murder that was cleverly concealed, all traces of it erased. And the incident itself was completely deleted from the case files. However, there is one thing. One piece of evidence still remains intact after 12 years. Wait a minute. We do have the dog here. Could it actually be the dog?
Take that! Dog and a child.
No! 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 Why? Why do you do this? No! I hope none of you caught that. Ten was being a horrible, horrible, horrible person over here. The other murder incident was buried in the dark by Blaze the Best. However, there's still one piece of evidence that remains. Agent Lang. It survived by your father's hands. My old man, you say? Please recall, there was one more thing that was hidden along with the traces of the murder. That is, the existence of the boy who caused the fire. Thank you. Let's drink some. Wait, you have class now? Oh wait, never mind. Misunderstood. Why did Blaze make the boy disappear? Oh. Okay. You know what? I have another crazy theory here. Another crazy hypothesis.
Oh no, you
What
don't mean...
if the boy
No,
didn't disappear?
What if he's... Oh god.
What if the boy didn't disappear? And we've been interacting with this very particular boy throughout this entire game. Yeah, this boy who supposedly disappeared is Sebastian.
It could also explain his name for his own son.
Yeah. It doesn't make it okay. It's not like, oh god. Why is Blaze the Best such a turd? How is it possible? Like, he's the worst. It's because he saw something that he wasn't supposed to see. What was the thing he wasn't supposed to see? Everything drawn in this picture. The drawing on my old man had. The person drawn on the right is most likely the president. The Mozilla doll is also drawn near him. And the person standing opposite him is Sirhan Dojan. The man with a knife and a large black dog, he is none other than Sirhan Dojan. What? The assassin? Why would an assassin appear before a president? The answer is clear. Indeed, what occurred that night on the Orford ground 12 years ago was not a kidnapping. It was a presidential assassination. Then, Miss Rowland and Mr. Blaze were... Yes, the two of them were likely partners in crime. One furnished the orphanage to you as a scene of the incident, and the other covered up the young boy's testimony. It is likely that Mr. Cameron was murdered because he witnessed the assassination itself. After all, the kidnapping never actually happened. Stop messing around. Are you saying that the president was assassinated 12 years ago? We found his body today. He's been alive up until now. That's right. I mean, we met him ourselves. If the president was assassinated 12 years ago and the president's body was found today, then that would imply that there were two presidents. Yeah, but that can't be right. Are you sure about that? There is a possibility that there were two presidents. That is right. Up until now, I've been getting a strange feeling from the president. The image of President Huang that Agent Lang described. You are wrong. He revealed his true form. Yeah, he did. So maybe actually his body double took his place in a coup. Differs far too greatly from the President Huang we knew. It is as if they were two entirely different people. If there were in fact two Zhengfa presidents, exactly how would such a scenario be possible? What would make the existence of the two presidents possible? I mean, we haven't heard previously that the president uses body doubles. It's so good, yes! And hello there! EX, welcome! Welcome to all the fields and all of the... want to stab more people. If we were to assume that one of them was a body double, wouldn't it be possible then? A body double? President Wang presents immense power and authority in Zhengfa. Have you played this game before, EX? I'm sure there were those who envied his position and made attempts on his life. Yes, just as he was attacked a few days ago at Gold Lake. It's true there were those who sought Wang's life from time to time, but I cannot easily believe there were two presidents. At least, not without any evidence. Do I have the evidence to prove there were two presidents? I think we do. I don't blame you for listening to this old soundtrack. Oh, by the way, have you heard the orchestral version of this game's soundtrack? It is so good. Like, this is absolutely my favorite. Like, this game has the best. This has become my favorite Ace Attorney game. Just period. Like the story, the characters, the soundtrack. It is just everything I wanted. And why has it been properly localized? I am so mad that it isn't localized properly by Capcom. I want to give them the money. This one, I think. He laid to rest. The thing he laid to rest in front of you. What was left to rest? Wait a minute. I'll get him to confess that he's one of Dojin's henchmen. Wait a minute. He laid to rest in front of you. So right now, my favorites is this game, Trials and Tribulations, Investigations 1, Dual Destinies so far, the first Ace Attorney, and then Justice for All at the bottom. Wait a minute, could it be this one? Two presidents. Do we have anything on this one? No, nothing on this one, but I'm pretty sure we had something that mentioned something about like a body double. At least I've heard it that mentioned. Didn't long. Wait a minute. Culprit likely placed shoes. The victim's shoes, maybe. Actually, yes, we have this one.
Take that.
If you look at this, no, wait, it's not that one. Okay. But this doesn't speak. I haven't played Spears of Justice yet. We will get to Spears of Justice. If only we knew that the president was at two different places at the same time. Wait, do we do that? Two different places at the same time. Do we have this one? Wait a minute. It's so good. The only thing that strikes me is the victim's shoes, because they didn't belong to Cameron. Let's look at the evidence and reorganize the incident again. I was gonna go just blast through this because it's, me messing up. But yeah, the victim's shoes. Oh, it's not that either. Come on. Okay.
Something with the recording.
Yeah, I mean. Oh, yeah, this. Let's go to check. Let's check the recording. It's here of all places. Oh. Let's see, DGS. Oh, I haven't played the DGS either yet. That'll be. I'm putting the DGS on postponing them because I've been playing a lot of Ace Attorney lately. For the last year or so. And I want to play some other games too afterwards. Don't get me wrong, I love Ace Attorney, but it's been a lot of it lately. It is. Like, sure, it's not like every stream, but like every Friday. It's been a ride. Almost every Friday at least. But like, Agent High is here. No, I'm not sure if it's that one even. I've heard that DGS is incredible. I do have it available to myself. Actually, we have that. President of Zhang Di Young kidnapped, the vendor, blah blah blah. President had an appointment at midnight with the orphanage. I don't know this one. If I recall correctly, DGS2 was recently translated by some fans. Or maybe it was like just not almost all of it, like parts of it. I think they are translating it for the Switch, DGS. Wasn't it something like that, to put it in the Switch? At which point I will play it definitely, because I want to get it like properly. Okay. I am so amazed though that Capcom well, actually I am not, because I remember it being licensing things, because of course, and copyright, which is always a mess. Do I have evidence of Cruz or two presidents? I am honestly uncertain about this one. This is Charles Frank. The victim's shoes is not that. The blood stain. Two presidents. We have Sir Handojan here. Hello Laplace! How are you doing? You are just in time for seeing me confused about everything here. I'll just take you for the grand plan. Raid, no? Nation law? No. Let's go check everything else as well. Just gotta check all the evidence. What's wrong, Laplace? Not too much. You missed about, oh my god, it's been like 35 minutes. I should really run like an ad just so we can get rid of the pre-roll. I don't want to have those stupid pre-rolls. But I don't want to stop either. The original Mozilla design, no. Mozilla doll. Footprints. Wait a minute. Is it? Yes, it's 5. It's just like... the witness was killed. Saying for Dijon was kidnapped. The ransomers Dai Long Lang confirmed the incident on the president was... Wait, yes, you're absolutely right. I should really read the case files more. It said explicitly here that he was at the embassy. Duh, I'm dumb. I need to stop like skimming things. Yeah, who needs literacy? Has Agent Lang not noticed this contradiction? Or has he noticed it but can't admit it? What is it, Mr. Prosecutor? Don't shout something out so suddenly to just suddenly clam up. According to the recording on the doll, the president visited the orphanage at midnight. However, that should not have been possible. Huh? Why is that? Why? Because at the time the president should have been at the embassy. He was together with Agent Lang's father. So, Agent Lang, you did really notice. He was in 2 places at the same time, ergo, there must have been 2 presidents. Oh! Then, which of the 2 was the real president on that day 12 years ago? Most likely the one who died. Who contracted Dojin to murder Huang? In order to learn that, first, we must have a look at that evidence that we proved that was false earlier. And the piece of evidence we know to be false is... Take that! The photo taken with Cameron's camera was taken after he was murdered. And he was murdered because he witnessed the presidential assassination. In other words, the photo must have been taken following the assassination. Given that, who is the president pictured in the fake photo? We must consider him to be the body double. In other words, a body double had the real president murdered and then took his place? Patricia, Roland and Blaze must have cooperated in that plan. Hold it! Huang's body was never found. Just where could it have disappeared to? The answer to that is already quite apparent. This is where the real president's body was. Take that! Last night there was something Blaze had to unearth with his own 2 hands. That item was not the ransom, it was something far more important. Ah! So Blaze unburied the... Precisely. The real president's body, the possibility is quite high. What did you say? The bones of the body buried 12 years ago would still have remained. According to Mr. Powers, the construction was to begin soon at this lot. That was the deadline, both for the movie and the retrieval of the body. Because they would have found the body when they started construction! Agent Lang, let us search the footprints that Blaze dug up. Yeah. If the body was buried there, there's had to be trace of it. Hey! Somebody call forensics! Oh my god. Wait, getting married? I have the result of the search. We found traces of dirt that suggest a body was buried here. So it was Huang after all. We also uncovered the skeletal remains that Blaze the Best dug up. They were at his home. In addition to the bone structure, the dental records and the bone fractures all match up. I think it's just because Lang is just like his pride. He can't admit it to himself, you know, because like this fierce loyalty. We confirmed that it was indeed President Huang. So the real President Huang was killed 12 years ago. I'm gonna do a quick little ad break to disable the pre-roll ads. So I recommend you all go get some water, get a snack. I'm gonna get some more water as well. And maybe something else, because I think I'm gonna need it. Maybe, I don't know, just a little bit. So I'll be back shortly. I'm Fool's Pharaoh? Nah, that'll be fine. I just need, because my water bottle is almost empty, so back in a bit. I return. So while I was away getting some water, I just thought of something. And I'm gonna want to discuss that a little bit before we continue. And it is specifically about Sebastian and his intense desire to, like make his father proud. So what I'm thinking is here that he has this desire to, make his adoptive father, if you will, proud that he and happy that he had made that choice, if you will, to adopt him. And which is why Blaze the Best has been doing what he's been doing and just manipulating and calling him useless, all that stuff, just to not get, make him not talk, or what things he might have forgotten and other things. I might be, Pix. I might be. I mean, I'm just seeing what I'm just saying it how I see it, how Blaze the Best has been acting, and yeah, maybe that's a thing. But he's also full of good parents. Just look at Courtney. Courtney! Ow. That hurts. But yeah, what do you think about that little hypothesis? Oh yes, we have Manfred. Actually, Manfred on Karma, I suppose, is a good parent to Franziska, despite, his unreasonable expectations and all that stuff. But it's absolutely not. But he was not a parent. Yeah, that is true. There's a lot of emotional abuse in that household. Yeah, you're probably right, Pix. And then but you also have Gregory. Gregory was a good father to Edgeworth, until he died. But So I did get this little thing here. I might need it. I might not, but I have it just in case. This is Water of Life. Some just good spice things. Don't know I'll need it. And I'm so amazed that here in Sweden, they like to store these things in the freezer. I am amazed. That's what? Why? Sure. It's very refreshing when it's ice cold. But you don't taste anything. All the taste and flavors of this particular drink disappears when it's ice cold. So the only thing you have, if you want to get drunk on it, because it doesn't taste anything, freeze it. But I want to have the taste. Yeah, that is true. Well, she was, I would say. Although she did also leave. So there's that. I mean, Misty isn't good, I think, because she left them. But how are you doing, love? Yeah. But I was just thinking that could be a thing, Tenno is getting some yogurt. So she wanted me to wait with proceeding, so. But I still wanted to share this with y'all. Wait, Misty was my. Oh no. Wait, what? That's a very niche thing. I'm not sure if I quite wouldn't be behind on that, but I guess it depends on how it's implemented, Pix. Let's continue. The SS5 incident was a murder. Misty Faye, Maya and Mia's mother.
The first thing I think of when I hear Misty it's the one from Pokemon. And I was like, what kind of sick fanfic is that?
I don't hang out a lot on AO3, to be honest. I think it's a hell to browse through. So, the SS5 incident was actually a murder incident. But there's so much information. It's way too confusing. Indeed, let us take this opportunity to review the details of the case. First, the president came to the orphanage, right? 12 years ago, the true President Huang visited the orphanage in order to meet his son. Alright, Laplace, thank you for joining us so far. Take care. The footsteps in the snow we thought belonged to Mr. Cameron were most likely made by the president at the time. It's so good, I love it. President Huang was supposed to meet his son here. However, the one who actually showed up was the assassin, Sir Han Dojan. I am looking forward to do the to sit down and work on the over-analysis project on this thing. Oh, by the way, that's a thing we have as well. It's only because of Miles Edgeworth, is like how his character progresses. We have this over-analysis project that we're doing on the Discord, and we're gonna make a a comprehensive video on how Miles Edgeworth as a character has evolved from the first Ace Attorney to this game. And it's gonna be amazing. Script and all, it's gonna be real professional. I'm gonna record it in the closet to get the best possible sound, unless I have the we have the sound panels on board until then. It's gonna be amazing. He came to meet his son, but it was murdered instead. How horrible! I have no idea what will be happening. Well, we'll get to it, but I'm gonna do it. I also really need to fix my YouTube channel because currently my YouTube channel is only an archive, and I want to rename my current YouTube channel to the Oxygen Archive. The problem with that is that it is on my old email, so I can't use my new one, and I haven't used that email in like a decade. Yeah, a decade. Because I, tuned your namings of when you were a teenager and stuff like that. I don't want to But YouTube is going all, oh, but we really want to know if it was you for sure who owns this. If it's really you, yeah, I haven't logged onto this thing in 10 years. What do you want from me? Try logging in from a place where you've logged in before. It's 10 years. I've moved out of that house. I mean, sure, my current online handle is from the same time, but it's not nearly as edgy as the first one. I mean, it doesn't look so good to send an email, like a professional email with avatar 265 or whatever, And it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna use my name. That's better. And then Google comes and say, yeah, but we don't know if you are you. So, it's been 10 years. What do you want from me? Anyway, back on topic. A man like Dojan shows no mercy. And after that, the second tragedy occurred. You mean Mr. Cameron's murder? Indeed, Mr. Cameron saw the decisive moment. Okay, and when I read Ryunosuke, I'm thinking Toho. And Fundoshis. I blame Dylan for playing so much Toho soccer.
Well, the first thing I remember is, Fate's here, Ryunosuke!
It's just like, I just love the way Miles Edgeworth has progressed. Like, it's he is my favorite character in this series. He is so... He's just a very good character. And I just can't wait to sit and nerd out about his character development throughout the games and how he goes from this cold, only want the guilty verdict to I want the truth and I'm gonna get the truth at any cost. I love that. Oh, I'm gushing. After the real president was killed by a Dojan, his body was carried to the rear courtyard by the team of kidnappers. Mr. Cameron must have witnessed that moment. From the orphanage entrance. Thank you. And thank you for the follow there. I do hope you will enjoy yourself here. Now, just a preface. We are mostly playing Ace Attorney on Fridays. And we are having like other streams on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Stardew Valley on Thursdays, just so you're aware. Oh, we could do both, like one without alcohol and one with, and we can all just sit there and gush about it. Actually, no, let's not. Actually, no, let's not do alcohol on Discord on that topic. I think that would be bad for all parties involved. Coffee is a very good thing. We actually... Oh. Damn it! In the next break, I'm gonna go get something. Next time I play one of those ads. Because we got something and we tried it today and it was amazing. So I want to show off the thing that Tenho made us get. I was a little bit skeptical, but I have been converted and it's amazing. I'll show you off. Although he himself believed he was actually witnessing a kidnapping. Furthermore, by this time, the body double who had come to meet up with Blaze and Miss Rowland was already standing behind Mr. Cameron. Yeah, I am very aware how that is. That sounds like my university days. And then the witness to the incident, Mr. Cameron, was killed by the body double. So, was Mr. Cameron's corpse also carried by the body double? Yes, that seems likely. But there wasn't anything at the crime scene that looks like the body double's footprints. I've already figured out how he accomplished that. There is another piece of evidence that would have made it possible. Without leaving footprints. I mean... No, that would be the victim's shoes. This one. Take that. It is almost certain how the body double carried Cameron's corpse. After Mr. Cameron was killed, the president's body double carried him into the middle of the garden. I suspect the body double was wearing the same shoes as the real president at the time. He made sure to step precisely on top of the footprints left behind by the real president. Ah! Since the shoes were the same! There will only be one set of footprints left behind in the snow! I think I got a pretty good grasp on the SS5 incident now. But there's still one thing I don't get. What is that? Why did they need to stage an abduction? Because Mr. Cameron witnessed the incident, he saw the president at the time of the orphanage. He left behind a witness testimony on Miss Crane's answering machine. Hey, that is fine. Don't worry about it. You're doing well. You're doing very well. Even Blaze couldn't make that disappear. Ergo, the body double needed a reason for the president to have been at the orphanage. Ah, and that's why they prepared the fake kidnapping charade. The people in the fake photo are the body double and most likely Patricia Rowland. And the fact that Pix says that says a lot, because Pix is English. The person in the code is Miss Rowland? What makes you say that? The two would have to leave the orphanage in order to take the picture. Just like when he moved the body double used the real president's footprints. Ah, so the second set of footprints must belong to the person in the coat. Indeed. We originally believed the footprints would belong to Cameron's killer. They were size 47, too small for Blaze's feet. Thus, we can presume that the place and person in the part of the kidnap was Patricia Rowland. Hidden in the same shadow of the presidential kidnapping was the presidential assassination. I see, so that's why my old man... Why he what? The old man must have realized that a murder had taken place. After all, he had the kid's drawing. However, that picture was never presented as evidence. Your father likely took it from the young witness during the investigation and hid it. He had to have known that Huang was dead. But what if he revealed that back then? Revealed the death of the president to the backbone of Zheng Fa? It would have caused chaos. And that's why my old man took the secret to his grave. He even took the blame for the kidnapping, knowing it would be the fall of House Lang. So, this is the truth that Agent Lang's father hid 12 years ago. Poetry marks? Oof. Good luck, Pix. And now everything is becoming clear. Oof, this case, like... Oof, it hits me right here, you know, it's just... Oh dear. So, I reckon this is this going to be Ray? Or is it actually going to be what's it Shelley? I think it's actually Shelley. I wonder, is that really the case? Huh? What? Who's there? No, it's Dojan. That bell, it's... Sir Dojan! And he's still in his prisoner's outfit. Doggo! Murder Doggo! You! Why are you here? How can you just brazenly show up here? Do you know who do you think you are, pal? I found the conversation most intriguing, and I just... well... Are you feeling nostalgic about the old murder of yours? You're the one who killed Twine. Nostalgia? I think not. You were speaking about the person I'm searching for. You're searching for someone? I escaped from prison in order to meet with a young acolyte. The one who wore the red raincoat. The red raincoat? Who is this person? I suspect it's the same person as the mastermind you are searching for. I was close, I was one of the assassins. Wait a minute. Someone you've been searching for. The one in the red hood. The red hood? Don't they seem surprised, Anubis? Yes, yes they are, my boy. 12 years ago, this young acolyte saved my life. Okay. I'll take a little sip of it. I love that. So tasty. Let's just hope it won't get too much for me. That's the bad thing about keto. I just can't hold my leg. Certainly it was I who killed President Huang. However, my life was also targeted on that day. The body double, Blaze, and Patricia all sought to seal my lips. Had I not been reunited with the young acolyte back then, well, I would have been in danger. But alas, even to this day, I do not know what became of the young acolyte. So, your client was indeed a body double, who was the main perpetrator of the crime. It was a long time ago, but I do remember his words even now. There have been countless attempts in my life, not just once or twice, countless. And yet, why must I be the only one to face the danger? When I stand before the people, I garner the same respect as the president does. Tell me, just what is the difference between him and me? The difference was great. While the voice and style of speech may be the same. One can mimic the body, but the heart cannot be reproduced. I suppose his own weakness cost him his quest to become a leader. Now that Brooks is gone, I'm in charge. I'm not so sure that you was as capable as Rook was. What are you saying? I am totally the leader now. Perhaps the king and his knights were not so different after all. The double believed that the president's only weakness was a woman called Amy. To find a woman, he needed the assist of someone from this country. So he joined forces with Blaze. After determining her whereabouts, he simply waited for the right opportunity. A chance came with a meeting at the orphanage. Indeed. The director of the orphanage was bribed and brought in as an accomplice. He must be referred to Patricia Rowland. Well, given what I've told you, do you realize the whereabouts of the young acolyte now? You mean the boy who saved you? But how do you know that he is the mastermind? That day, the young one caused a fire at the garden of the orphanage. Okay, so it's not Sebastian. I don't think it is Sebastian. So, okay. Do you even know who it is? Like, do you even have the profile on that person? Yeah, Sebastian's a good boy. I mean, I don't think he's a mastermind. He's a good boy. He, like, the thing we saw earlier just, like, can't, you know, be faked in that sense. She is too young. He is... Okay, I don't think we actually have the person yet. Let's see. Yeah, like, we all did. We all despised Sebastian, like, until then. And then, you know, just with a gut punch. And I think... Okay, so here I have a little bit of characterization thing here. I just have to get this off my chest. Now we are into characterization. How many of you have seen Star Wars Clone Wars? Because the thing with Sebastian is the same as was with Ahsoka Tano. Ahsoka Tano was hated in the beginning. She was loathed. Who is this kid who thinks she knows better than Anakin and Obi-Wan and Yoda and Windu? You know? And then she goes through this section of development where she gains her like first command and just screws up badly, and everyone else has to bail her out, and she still like keeps like, no, I was right. And she just does this thing, like many things, until it finally, yes, I am not invincible. And she developed into this amazing character, and that was intentional. It's the same thing with Sebastian, and I love it. Ah, you're talking about the kid who started a fire as a prank. A prank? Not at all. On that night 12 years ago, the young acolyte was hiding inside the igloo. It seems he witnessed Patricia and Blaze moving the body from his hiding place. Apparently, he heard them talking during that time. It would seem they were planning to kill me because I knew the truth. We know how assassins feel about being double-crossed, huh? He immediately came to the main hall to tell me that. I learned about the young acolyte some time later. It seems he was wearing a red raincoat at the time. He led me out of the main hall. And then the young acolyte said he was going to get rid of our footprints. He scattered some lamp oil near the igloo over the snow. Then he boldly set the oil ablaze. It is so good. No way! So he set the fire in order to... All their focus was diverted towards the burning flames. I took the opportunity to escape through the rear exit. So, the boy in the red raincoat is the mastermind behind this case. Exactly, isn't that right, Anubis? Yes, boy, yes it is. Nothing to be said on this one. I don't think there's anything to say about this. Helena, reunited. This is what I'm like curious about. Reunited. What is this? Reunited. So, when did you first meet him? That would be 18 years ago, on the 24th of December. Yep, Salem Lives was gonna be amazing. I'm looking so forward to this, the finale of this kind of case. It's like, wow, it's a rather long time ago. On that day, our roles were reversed. I saved the young one's life. There was an unusual snowstorm on that day. The temperature was well below freezing. I took Anubis for a walk in the snow. That is when Anubis noticed something and started running. I followed after him and I found a car. I had great difficulty opening the door. It had frozen shut. Oh my god. Yeah, it does. Okay, what the fuck is with the parents in this game? What the hell is up with parents? What? No. Like, seriously. Like, it's like, what the fuck is up with parents in this game? Are good parents the exception? Like, seriously, are good parents the exception in this universe? I just can't. 2 children. Had they remained in the car for an hour longer, they surely would have frozen to death. I brought the 2 of them to the nearby orphanage. Is there anything about Doja's story that concerns me? There are 2 of them though, where's the other one? What concerns me is... Wait, the date? 21st. 21st, so Christmas. Wait, it'll be the number of children because he can't see. There were 2 children in the car. You're sure of that? It may have been 18 years ago, but I remember it clearly. There were 2 children in that car, there's no mistaking it. Does a good prosecutor have a problem with that number? Right now, the number of children isn't what I have a problem with. We weren't done talking about such subject yet. Okay, so it is the date then. The 24th of December, 18 years ago. Are you sure about that? Wait a minute. 18 years. Do we have anything on 18 years ago in the court record? We do! IS-7! Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh dear.
There are no good parents in this game. '24th. Oof! Oof! There's no mistake. Could that mean? I know. The significance behind that date. This shows the shows the significance of this date.
Take that!
Oof. That day, an incident occurred. A sculptor was murdered. Ah! During that incident, 2 young boys went missing. Yeah, I thought I'd seen that the bald, like the skin hair, like the razor shaved head fur before. The sons of the victim, Isaac Dover, and the culprit, Dane Gustavia. We never did find out where those boys went after the case 18 years ago. Oh, they were the sons of the victim and the culprit. That makes sense now. What makes sense? One of the youths was bound, and so that he could not move. Mr. Dover did that so Mr. Gustavia's son couldn't come to the contest venue. Oh my, it just gets worse. Indeed, Mr. Gustavia was using his own son as a taste tester. To think that is what transpired. Neither child seemed to recall what had happened. They lost their memories. And the acolytes told me this when we were reunited 12 years ago. The pair were placed in an extreme situation on the verge of freezing to death. That trauma led them both to suffer from amnesia. Neither could so much as remember his own name. So they didn't even know that they were sons of Mr. Dover and Mr. Gustavia. Indeed, while we cannot say conclusively, the probability is quite high. However, we still don't have enough information to deduce the mastermind's identity. Dojan, would you please continue your story? Very well. Okay, we have the pre-roll ad things again. I just want to be frank with you all. I'm gonna do another of those ad breaks. I just want to be a little bit transparent here for those who aren't aware how it works. Actually, I need to figure out where there's my summary analytics, I think. Because I mean, I don't want to, but I want to tell you how much I'm gaining from ads. I'm gonna do this in a little bit like this. From start of 2020 to December of 2020, I made an astounding. Let's see how much I made on ads. Can I see how much I made on ads? Yes, I can. Actually, I made $3 on ads throughout the entirety of 2020. I don't want to do them, but because stupid Twitch so I can control the ads and stuff. So I'll be back in just a second, and we are back. I will love to read some more Sue pics. I do. And as I said, I will be playing Stellaris and stream Stellaris on Sunday with Grugi, one of my coworkers. Well, he's on another team, but we're gonna do Stellaris multiplayer, and I'm gonna be playing a mega corporation who will try to sell you eternity. We can sell you an eternal life for a price. And it's gonna be a lot of fun. So stay tuned for that if you want to see me, bless you, see me get my ass handed to me in Stellaris multiplayer. But I haven't played Ranked League. I haven't played League of Legends in ages. Telemarketer. I mean, sure, I guess I'm gonna sell people eternity. I'm gonna sell immortality to people. Of course, they're gonna have to come to my empire, live in my empire to do so. But I'm gonna sell people eternity. I haven't played League since season 4 or 5. I sometimes like try to install it and or try to play it, and it's like I can't bring myself to push the button to play it because it's like, no, I don't think I want to. I used to love it, but it just became too much. Now then, it's also that everything has changed in League from me. Like last I played, I had rune pages, actual rune pages, like not the new ones where you it's like a talent tree. I only had those two, the mastery system, or no, not mastery, but like something. We had the rune pages where you just ate static flat stat boost. I had that when I was playing, and now it's just like, nope, none of that. It's so intimidating to just like everything you knew about the Legends, throw it out the window and starting over again. It's so intimidating. But oh well. Also, like a ton of champions come. I was like, oh, what does this champion do? I don't even know. I continued my correspondence with the young acolyte even after entering prison. Recently, that has all come to an abrupt halt, however, so that left me quite concerned. Furthermore, those involved in the crime 12 years ago were all drawn into incidents one by one. I grew more and more curious, so I absconded briefly from the prison. Those involved 12 years ago were Patricia Rowland, Blaze the Best, and President Huang's body double. And Miss Rowland was the warden of Mr. Dojin's prison! I blackmailed the warden. That woman had tried to kill me. Perhaps the good prosecutor has already deduced the reason. You murdered President Huang, however the world still believed he was alive. If you were able to prove the president was a fake, both Patricia Rowland and Blaze the Best would have been in danger. That is correct. And all I heard, the proof, and I had heard the proof with my own ears. Just once I want John to be able to meet. Who might you be? My apologies, but I'm presently waiting for someone. I am well aware of that, President Huang. Are you not meeting with your son? However, I do not spill blood needlessly. You may relax. I seek only the president's life. Can't be. Please wait, I'm just about to meet my son for the first time. I'm sure we'll be fine. The first and last time, please. At least, let's wait until we're finished. I had thought the president would beg for his life, but he was of a different sort. Officially, the president had no son, however, he shook his head and said, this illegitimate son was his, and he intended to recognize him publicly. Furthermore, hello Questcuttle! Furthermore, he had claimed that he had already made preparations towards that end. Would that son of his be the boy with the horns over there by any chance? Boy with horns? Wait, you can't see John's horns? There's no need to see them for the moment I escaped from prison until now. I have been closely lending an ear to your voices. You said that the president made preparations towards recognizing his son. But the word preparations alone would be insufficient for blackmail. That's it. There's one thing that could prove Huang's words. The will held by the House of Lang. It was also proof of his trust in us. His son's existence would have been revealed to the world. The name of on the recording, the mention of preparations, and the willing Zhengfa? Together, they suffice to make the warden bow to my words. With those 3 pieces of information, one could prove the identity of the double by using John. The president blocked the first strike of my knife with something soft. As pieces fell atop the snow, I struck once more. This time, the blow proved fatal. So, Dojan cut off the Mozilla's doll's horn. None but I heard his final words. Only myself and that child knew of the president's secret son. I mean, I think the intention is good enough, yes. I will get to Spirits of Justice. I have it ready to play, but I'm gonna finish, go through this game, Dual Destinies, and then Spirits of Justice. So I will get to Spirits of Justice. It is the one Ace Attorney game in the mainline series I haven't played yet. I own it, but I haven't played it yet, because I've been wanting to stream it. I continue my course. Okay, it's the same thing as before. I mean, Apollo Justice is fine. I mean, it is probably my least favorite. One of my least favorite in the series. The only one below it is Justice for All. Because I just don't think Apollo is an interesting character. The Apollo Justice really is carried by Trucy, I think. And how Phoenix, and Clavier. Clavier and Trucy carry Apollo Justice in my opinion. And Emma Sky. Emma Sky is a treasure. Huh? Yeah, it's like I think Apollo is bland, in honesty. He gets a lot more characterization in Dual Destinies, which I like, but in Apollo Justice itself, he's just bland. He's Discount Phoenix.
I was about to say Discount Phoenix.
But Apollo Justice has a lot of cool characters, like just tons of cool characters, and I really like Turnabout Serenade. It's a good case. I really like the Turnabout Serenade and the last case of Apollo Justice. Let's see here. This is fine. This one is already not. So the only ones I haven't played in the series is the Daigyak and Saiban games and Spirits of Justice, and of course this game. Yeah, it might have. At least the songs, like just constantly listening to that sound, the same riff over and over again. It's just, oh come on, can we get over with this? That's the bad thing about Serenade. About Serenade. It certainly does seem too much of a mere coincidence. The body double of Diju Huang, the president of Zhengfao, faked an assassination plot. Yeah, it really is. Except I really love Rise from the Ashes, but I just like the only thing I don't like about it is that stupid badger. Like the song, I do like I like how it evolves into a thing later in the series. Like, you know, like Blue Badger, the Badger Land, like Gateway Land, but I just don't like that. But the seeing that the Badger song all over it, it's just oh. Yes, so so the Badger mode is gone because Capcom revised their policy on media, and it specifically says you are not allowed to use the characters for emotes so we have a bunch of emotes also on the Discord. I should really take down because of that. Because I don't want to step on their toes, you know. Yeah, exactly. Like Apollo Justice is very flat in his game, and like it's everyone else who carries that game really. Mostly Trucy and mostly Clavier in my opinion, and Emma Sky, but like Apollo himself, not so much. But as I said, in Dual Destinies, Apollo Justice like evolves as a character, and I really like the way he takes it there. But we'll get to that. Yeah. And Blaze the Best, the chairman of the PIC, murdered Jill Crane. Come to think of it, as I have been investigating these cases, I have felt the presence of some force behind the scenes. Even within the prison, I could tell that this was no insignificant event. Okay. You absconded briefly from the prison. I cannot forgive such a criminal act. You stole your way out of the prison? I cannot forgive such a thieving act. Relax. No one was hurt. I merely have connections that allow me to set foot outside. Well, but even so, you can't just escape from prison, pal. Arrest him! Arrest him! That won't be necessary. Once my business is done, I shall return to my cell. You trying to make fools of us? A prison is the kind of place you can just enter and leave at will. The wolf may say that, but one can see that the wolf and his pack also share an interest in the tales of my past. Yeah, like it is a shame, but as I said, we'll get I think it's being actually adapted to the Switch, and we will definitely play it when it comes to the Switch. Igiari, matta! Kurae! Agent Lang, Detective Gumshoe. There are still a few things I must ask Dorian. Please postpone the matters until then. Yes, sir. I knew you'd say that, Mr. Edgeworth. Damn it all. But I'm not taking my eyes off you for a second. I went Yakuza. Oh, you mean the Yakuza series? Yeah, if I'm ever gonna get to playing the Yakuza series, I will play those with Japanese voices, because the Yakuza series is amazing. The only reason I'm probably not going to play it is because it's so long. It is like the Yakuza series is like, it's so many games, and I don't have time to play through them all because they are so long. So if you want to see the Yakuza series, you can check out Ghost VTS channel. He has all of them on the archive. Okay, but even so, I really don't get it. What exactly is this acolyte? Indeed, Dojin itself has not made that clear. What's important is the thread connecting Dojin and this acolyte, their correspondence. What about the letters? We should pay attention to the read those use as well. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Knightley wasn't one of those kids, was he? No, he can't possibly have been. In other words, you contacted him from the prison. That is correct. A post office box was used. A post office box? It would allow one to send and receive letters without revealing the recipient's location. I could not use a form of correspondence that would reveal the accolyte's location. And there was someone keeping watch over my correspondences, after all. You must mean the prison warden, Patricia Rowland. Could you be more specific about the nature of your correspondences? Well, they were mainly moves for my correspondence chess matches. Correspondence chess? If I recall the person you were playing against... This might be hard to believe, but Doja's chess opponent was... Ah, you're saying he was playing as Mr. Knightley? Wasn't it Horace Knightley? We certainly found the correspondence chess memo in Knightley's cell. Does that mean Knightley boy was a kid from the IS-7 incident? Could that really be true? Is there any evidence connecting Knightley to the IS-7 incident? Move bishop to this one. This is a train wreck, yeah. A ring. Report on Knightley. I mean, we have the report on Knightley, but is that really the one? 18 years ago. How old is Knightley again? The only thing I can really think about is the one I was like hovering over earlier. Mr. Shields, I'd like you to take a look at this piece of evidence. What about it? Are you saying it's evidence that connects Knightley boy to the IS-7 incident? Uncle Ray doesn't seem to think that's anything to do with the incident at all, though. Okay, so it's not that. I mean, that's a chess thing. Yeah. That's exactly it. Oh, I have to go through this thing again. Okay, let's select this. Actually, before that, let's check out what was Knightley's age? 24. So he would have been 6 years old at the time. But so we have the chess. The ring, though. I wish I could like check out the ring in more detail. Because I remember the ring having this sigil on it. I guess it's just the chessboard and stuff like that. Yeah, it was. This was all that Knightley left behind. Could there be a clue hidden within? What should I investigate? The ring or the chessboard? The ring, of course. I knew it. That's the Pierre Roquet's ring. This ring is... Mr. Edgeworth, what is it? Mr. Shields, please take a look at this ring. This pattern is... Pierre Roquet's. I thought so. He had Mr. Dover's seal turned into a ring. However, why would he have this? Shouldn't it have been held by the police as evidence from the IS-7 incident? After the incident, the seal was returned to the victim's next of kin. And Mr. Dover's only family was his son. But since no one knew where the son had gone to, it took a while to get it to him. I heard that the police had finally found him and delivered his inheritance, but... So, the seal was thereby safely delivered to his son. And then he turned the seal into a ring and wore it on his person. So, Mr. Knightley was Mr. Dover's son. Oh my god. Oh my god. Him? Him? But why though? I think I got it. I think I got it. Who delivered the chessboard? Who was a trusted friend of Knightley? Well then, I think I got it. I think I got it. Is someone involved in the IS-7 incident? Was this a chess opponent? Knightley, huh? Then that man must be the mastermind behind this case. But Knightley is dead. He cannot be involved in this incident. And how about that? The only one who could be the mastermind was himself a murder victim. But that guy can't be the culprit. There's no way that can be right. It is certainly strange. In that case, who is the culprit? I think I really at this stage I think you're gonna have to get ready to get that bottle fixed, because I really that's the only way this makes sense now. It's the circus boy, Simon. He has only been okay. It came to a halt. No, of all times. Quite odd, is it not? The newbies told me again and again how odd it was. Had Scary Dog talk? Was he like, something's odd, Wolf? I can understand a newbie's heart, even if he does not voice his thoughts. Then there's something I'd like to ask just in case. Your Scary Dog is staring at me right now. He's not saying, I'm hungry, I want some meat, right? Perhaps? Perhaps? Miss Edgeworth! It seems she's not much good with the assassin's dog. Good boy, good boy. There are some good boys out then. At any rate, my correspondence with the Acolyte suddenly came to an abrupt halt. Wait, no, that's the wrong one. A ring made from Lucky's father and portable. Okay, so it's not that way. That certainly does seem too much to be a mere coincidence. I've already done this, right? Yes, I have. I already have done this one. I was gonna blast see if there's anything new here on this one. Maybe there's a new statement at the end here. There. Writing letters in Braille can be an enjoyable pastime. Wait. What? I am certain you said you wrote your letters in Braille. Correct. The good prosecutor knows I'm lacking in sight, do you not? The correspondence chestlet we found has been typed out using a word processor. What? That cannot be. What do you mean? So, someone went out of their way to retype the letters on a computer? Could another person have acted as a middleman between Dogen and Knightley? What do you mean? Dogen wrote his letters in Braille, however, by the time it reached Knightley, it had been rewritten on a word processor. We must assume that some middleman rewrote those letters. And the reverse can also be said. The same somebody might have taken the letters Knightley wrote and redelivered them to Dogen. Yes, that is indeed true. Oof, okay, this is... Knightley and Dogen both communicated through a certain individual. Dogen, with the letters that reach you, they were in Braille, of course. So, Knightley Boy's letters must have been transported by that same person as well. Oh? And that somebody must be the mastermind behind this case. You're saying there's someone else who must be the mastermind behind this case? Then who the hell is it? Dover's son, Knightley, is already deceased. In that case, there is only one more youth we should consider to be the mastermind. You mean Dane Gustavia's son? But who the heck is he? If Knightley is Dover's son, then Gustavia's son must be... Well, we're the only friends either of us had since childhood. He was the same as me, we never really had families. It can't be, could it? Could it really be him? Mr. Edgeworth, what is it? You've gone all pale. I figured it out. The identity of the mastermind has been controlling this case from the shadows. No, we haven't. We're just like following the breadcrumbs. What? Who in the world is it? I don't want to believe it myself, but it is someone we know quite well. Take that! We were on track. Oh my god. The mastermind behind this case sent a letter to Jill Crane which deceived Blaze. Furthermore, he kidnapped John and eavesdropped on us. However, all of his actions, the one I have not been able to get out of my mind, is how he brought an unconscious Rickay to the roof. Oh, It is rare, and it's oh, here's the pre-roll thing. I'm gonna keep going a little bit before I run another ad, but I'm gonna get this to conclusion. The giant monster. Huh? Did you just say something? That's right. The key to exposing the mastermind is in the monster's true form. There's so much bullshit in this case, yeah. And it's amazing. Why are you playing this song? Yeah. Oh no, we're going to go to the Bear Big Circus. I'm gonna be traumatized again. Ugh. Okay, so here's one of the reasons I hate Justice for All. It's my least favorite case. Despite its amazing, you know, second case with, in the last case, Turnabout Big Top is the main reason I hate that game. If you like, please come to our next show. I'll also be performing in it. Very Big Circus, always fun, fellas, and fun for all ages. That was Regina. Miss Swift, there is something I'd like to ask of you. Huh? What? I mean me? You said that you recorded the sound of Mozilla spewing flames. Will this decisive evidence of yours be something you recorded on that tape recorder? That's Miss Magic for ya. You're good at figuring things out, aren't you? The sound of Mozilla spewing out fire. Face becomes like a sea of flames. That's right! I ain't actually seen it with my own eyes, though. Could you let us listen to the tape? Sure thing. There we go. This sound, it's as I thought. So, it seemed that my reasoning was correct. The true nature of the monster and the mastermind is all my logic is coming together. Miss Hart, you said you captured a giant iron film, did you not? Sure did. Right here in this photo. Though we can't confirm it like this. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir. Lend us your film analysis device. Okay, but what do you want to do? What do you want to analyze, sir? This photo, please. I'm on it. Oh. This is. See? Ain't Mozilla's as red as she said it would be? I see. I finally grasped the true form of the giant monster that was being controlled by the mastermind. Grr. Grr. Grr, 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 grr. Giant monster? I ain't not admitting it. You are, ain't ya? You are admitting that Mozilla is real? No, this is not Mozilla. This is the eye of a different monster. Please have a look at this. It's the flyer for the Bear Big Circus. This is... Precisely. There's a rather large balloon with the head of a lion pictured here. This balloon is the true identity of the giant monster. In addition, the sound Miss Swift recorded, which she believes to be Mozilla spewing flames. As a prosecutor, don't tell me you gotta say something like it's shattered my dreams of a scoop. Hot air balloons fly by using burners to heat the air, right, sir? Precisely, detective. The mastermind used this monster of his to bring Kay to the rooftop of the ground tower without using the elevator. Yeah, fuck your scoop. I don't want anything to do with that. Like, the less we have to do with Lotta Hart and anything she touches, the better. Like, seriously, Lotta Hart is worse than Wendy Oldbag. No one can dispute that. Like, I would rather have Wendy Oldbag than Lotta Hart.
I mean, Wendy Oldbag only twists words because of her own
Imagination.
But Lotta just wants to be like the big hero of the day or something.
Yeah, the big journalist. Oh my god. He's a member of a circus, not his friend and Dangerous Garmio's son. Exactly, at least Oldbag is funny. Who would have thunk it? An apprentice beast tamer. He's no amateur. For the beast he has tamed is none other than this entire case. Yeah. Simon Keyes, he is the mastermind behind this whole kid incident. Mr. Keyes? Was really behind it all? No way! I don't believe it. I mean, we trusted him. How can it all have been a lie? It's just heartbreaking. Okay. What is it? Hey, you stop. Where do you think you're going? The boy with horns is rather perceptive. The good prosecutor has done a remarkable job. Now that I've heard that, I had no further business here. What? Wait, Doja! You know, I think I need to... Tam, where did it disappear to? Mr. Edgeworth, are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. However, that guy, John. That Dojan guy, he's the one who killed my dad, right? There's no question more difficult to answer. However, there's no use in denying the truth. Yes, John, you are correct. He'll pay for this. I swear he's gonna pay. I'll make him pay myself. John, you mustn't finish that thought. Prosecutor Edgeworth, please pay us no mind. Oh, Courtney. Sir, I'll put it out an ABP on Dojan. All available police unit will be searching for him. You heard the man, kid. I don't mean to be heartless, but we need to hurry too. Mr. Prosecutor, where's his mastermind right now? Yeah, he's still not a prosecutor, but Courtney is just Courtney has made up her mind, I think. Because I know where Edgeworth goes after this. And I think Courtney has made up her mind on that. Because, you know, I played the Dual Destinies. Agent Lang is right. Our top priority right now should be catching the mastermind. He said he would be practicing. He is most likely at the very big circus tent. But first, Agent Lang, I have a request. Oh, give me a sec. A request? What is it? Now we've identified the giant monster, our next order of business is to capture it. The moment we arrive at the tent, I need you to locate that specific item post haste. And detective, I ask that you perform a follow-up investigation on the kidnapping incident. Roger that, sir. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, I want to help out too. In that case, you'll be in charge of calling for backup. If he is truly the mastermind, we may require assistance from a certain someone. I met him so many times, yet his facade always fooled me into sympathy. He may have gotten the better of me in the past, but this time, I'll settle it once and for all. This is amazing. You know what? I'm going to finish this game tonight. I will finish this game tonight.